What's up everyone, it's Joey, Plus Response, and today we're checking out Eurorack modules from Mzourack Modular. Let's get right into it. Alright, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Mzourack Modular. Mzourack, I'm not sure. Got the whole line here, the quad, the pebbles, and the trigger warning. Great name. What do we got? So quad is a quad 4-step sequencer with built-in clock division and CV control, and also patterns in regards to how the sequencers go. You can see here they're all just going straight this way, and if I turn the pattern on A, it changes the order of the steps. The pebbles is a sort of dual comparator in that you send it a piece of audio, and if the audio hits above a certain threshold, either positive or negative, it'll send a gate out of either the A or B input. And then the trigger warning sends audio or gates to one of two outputs. You can also use it as a mute. So let's get it started. Right now I've got the mind phaser, and then we're going to just start just with some basic pitch sequencing. Simple. Easy to understand. And we'll do the same for B, perhaps to the full amount. And the voltage range is quite large. I've also got the gate out triggering an envelope. And you see, if I turn that knob, get a different pattern. And then I can also divide that pattern. A little bit of reverb from Mimeophone. So, easy to understand. Mind phaser, of course, sounds fantabulous. So, no need to argue that one. But where does it get interesting? So, I think stackables or multiples are where you can get really cool stuff out of this. I always recommend stackables for everyone's system. We'll take the sequencer out here to modulate the pattern of A, and then we'll see we'll get continuously variable patterns. Kind of hard to see through the spaghetti, of course. And then at the same time, we can start using the pebbles to do other modulation. So I'm going to send an LFO from Kermit into pebbles. This is a clocked LFO into the input here. And now you see it's pinging left and right, or up and down. The lights are going. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but basically wherever I put this knob, it will tell it that if it goes above this threshold, it will send a gate out. And we'll use that to fire off two separate envelopes. So I'll send A out to one envelope and B out to another envelope. Trigger to the gate in of an envelope. And then with that, I'm going to send that back into the mind phaser to do different types of modulation, like index EV. So you see, every time it crosses that A threshold, if I set the knobs right, the sliders right, it triggers correctly. We'll do the same for A, because that's actually B. So we'll do the same for the other side. And we'll send that to another parameter on the mind phaser, like feedback. And now we have a moving sequence. But now say we want to go one level deeper. But we're already into some weird places here. That's our dry sound, just to give you an idea. All that interesting sequencing is happening there. A's pattern is being switched by C. B is doing other things at a different division. And we can even switch C to slower. So you get continuously variable note patterns. And you see, it's continuously evolving generative patterns. We can take that another level and say we want the trigger warning to do this modulation. So here we have the trigger warning is going to be patched. We'll send A into this input and B into the other input. And basically this is going to be like a trigger router at this point. So we choose which input it's listening to, which is either the top one, which is the circle, or the square, or both in the middle position, and then we say it's going to go out to the circle or out to the square. As simple as that. You can also use that to mute gates if you were doing rhythmic programming. So let's just jam it out. And you see when I switch that, you get different modulation. And you can do that the same with different sequencers. So we'll send C sequencer out into here and D into here. We'll send those back out to modulate parameters on mimeophone, like feedback amount and halo amount. And as I'm flopping between them, flipping between them, you get the idea. And I can edit that LFO, get different sounds. Really handy. Lower the input level. And you can scale that input positive or negative. We'll route it. And you can also do master pattern to fuck with a pattern on all of them. crazy sounds. God, the Mind Flayer is so amazing. This is already a sound I never heard from it. Also, Kupas in there. We'll send a second LFO to the second Pebbles. And have that trigger. We'll send it to the exclamation point inputs on the QPAS. Getting a little messy here. You see it's pinging that resonance. Every time it jerks around. You see I'm messing with that waveform. And it's pinging that resonance. You can hear it rotating like that. Ooh. That's a cool techno texture. Lots of interesting ways to patch this. It's all about the creativity. Gotta have ideas. And how you get ideas? Experimentation. Shocking news. And we're already a completely different... And then we're going to send another output from this Pebble to trigger another envelope, which will in turn affect the zone on the Mimi phone. And we'll also double that gate output to trigger freeze on the Mimia phone. Or hold. And another one for flip. There are a lot of modulation to keep track of. But the sound is getting more and more complex as we go. We'll start playing with that pitch sequence. Getting weird. We'll also sequence the micro timing. Yes. Trippy. Yes. There's lots of ways to do this. Freaking it out. making some weird pattern. Yes. Nice. Yes. Trippy. Weird. Ooh. Yes. See, flipping that. Oh, wow, such crazy sounds out of it. God, I love this thing. Mind Phaser, QPOS, name it phone, so beautiful. And all the cool modulation provided by Mzourack. Yes, lower that flip switch. I love really performable things like this. This is great for live. Ooh. Nice. Wow, what a dreamy atmosphere. Wow. All that modulation provided by the Mzourack system. And just by flipping those switches, completely different place. God damn, Mimifal sounds great. Yes. Mzourack modular. So that was really fun. I like modules that are simple and easy to use, that get you into creative places quick, and I think the Mzourack modules offer some unique functionality when involved in self-patching and patching with each other to create weird and interesting modulation that's performable in a live context, and I really enjoy that. There was a lot of cool, unexpected stuff that happened, from tweaking the different modules in real time, flipping the gate switches, adjusting the sequencer clock divisions, and that's only possible because of the inherent performability within the modules, and I really think they're strong for that reason. I definitely see myself using them a lot. Also, there's multiple functionalities, like the trigger warning can be used to flip, gate streams or audio between two different outputs, or as a mute, or many other things. I just see a lot of potential in there. The quad sequencing, I see a lot of potential for modulation, pitch, unexpected things. Sequencing itself, always cool results. As always, samples of this gem and other gems are going to be up on my Patreon for you to use in your own productions. If you heard it here, you can use it there. Really fun. Also, if you want to ask me technical questions, that's the place to do it. You can learn from me. There's exclusive jam videos, news, updates. There's a lot going on in there. Check it out. I have some special announcements. I have a new album out. It's called Dimensional Research. It's out on Erica Synth's new label, Contactor Records. I'm the first release. There are 2 vinyl editions. There's a black vinyl, and then there's this 50 copy only limited edition double LP with 2 discs. The C and D side is this white marbled record, and then the A and B is a blue marbled record, and I think it looks beautiful. I'm excited about this music. It's me really trying to push the envelope on interesting production, generative ideas using my modular, all my gear, my studio, the Quantum, the Virus, Gotherman, Electron. It's all in there, pushing it hard. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy it's finally out. I waited quite a while for this one to come out, and it is finally here. So check it out. The link for that in the pinned comment and video description, as well as the new megastructure release, Low End Resorts, from Romulo del Castillo of Phoenicia and Nick Forte. If you don't know them, they're 2 IDM heavyweights. Romulo was involved in Phoenicia, which is a seminal IDM act out of Miami. They released on their own label Schematic and Warp. Schematic is famous for bringing Richard Devine, Otto von Schirach, and many other artists to the world. And Nick Forte is another heavyweight who's been in many acts on labels such as DFA, Cranky, Hospital, and many more. These guys are serious, pedigreed, proper fucking producers. Their album, Dungeons of Miami, is out on my label Megastructure now on cassette and digital. Link in the pinned comment video description as always. And if you want to support the channel, there are many ways you could do so. You can buy any gear from the affiliate links in the pinned comment and video description. You could sign up for DistroKit. You could support me on Patreon. And don't forget to smash like and subscribe here. Until next time, peace out.